has football helped you become the person you are today?
Well, football for me was like an escape, really. I became more disciplined. I had a second family there for me all the time. I always had this community, and it really showed whenever, I got sick a couple weeks ago. Everybody was there for me.
What's the first memory that comes to your mind thinking about freshman year?
Well, freshman year, I didn't see a lot of the field, but when I did, Coach threw me in the first time to run offense, and I had 2 carries, 18 yards and 16 yards, and it feels like it changed from there.
What's the last words you have for your team?
Well, if I could tell my team one more thing, I'd tell them just to go out, play your hearts out on Friday. This is for all of it, everything. So we really need to step out and be great. They got it next season. I believe in them. So, let's go Mohawks.
How did you choose the number you were wearing?
When I first started playing football, my cousin Jordan Brigner wore the number 10, so everybody told me I should just wear it and keep it in the family.
Do you have a special routine or superstition before you play a big game?
I go home from school, I take a nap, and I wake up and drink a glass of chocolate milk and eat a fudge round.
What are your last words for your team?
Make sure they take the intensity with them the next season.
What would you tell your team to prepare them for tonight?
To just stay focused. Remember, we're playing for an SEC championship.
What do you think of the new stadium?
It's an honor to be the first team to play on the new stadium.
What are your last words for your team?
Win or lose, just play with the same intensity we did this year, and you got to be just fine.
What did it feel like running out on the new field?
It felt amazing. It felt absolutely fantastic.
What's your greatest memory of playing football from the very beginning?
It was in flag football whenever I covered myself from head to toe in mud, and they called me the mud monster, and I'd run around and scare little children.
What are your last words for your team?
My last words would be to never give up and just push yourself till you got nothing left.
Who's been your biggest influence on or off the field?
Coach Shannon. He always tries to keep me calm in the games.
As a senior, what are your emotions knowing your team could be SEC Division champs?
It's a great feeling knowing that all our hard work this whole season is finally going to pay off.
What are your last words for your team? What was your goal going into the first game this season?
My goal was to come out with a winning record, and I want that trophy, championship.
How did you become interested in football?
Ever since I was little, I grew up watching the Buckeyes play, and I just always wanted to play it. I want to know what it's like.
What are your last words for your team?
Know your worth, know what you have to lose, and know that you also have to gain.
What's the week been like in practice?
It's been a good week of practice. The players have brought a lot of energy, a lot of focus. I think everyone's just really anxious for Friday to get here, get the game under.
What's been a strength you've been able to rely on in your last 5 games?
The biggest strength we've had this year comes down to our seniors. They provide a lot of senior leadership for the team. Most of them are 4-year starters, so they've got the experience, and they've been beneficial for us coming through down the stretch.
What's the last words you have for your team?
Last words I have for our team, they know they're playing for a championship. It's the biggest game of their lives, the biggest game of the season. We need to play fast, we need to play hard, and punish them on both sides of the ball.
What are you looking for from your team in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game?
Just a lot of excitement and intensity, and try to set the tone early. We've worked hard all year for this moment, so it's time to show what we've been working for.
What is special about this team?
This is a special group of kids. The biggest thing where they're all such good friends with my own kids. I've watched all these kids grow up. Heck, I've been in the hospital with some of these kids when they've been born, other than my own. That's special. Just being all my kids' best friends, being back with the group that we've had so much success with in the past is awesome. Just being so close, it's like a big family. It's great to all be back together.
What are your last words for your team?
You've worked so hard. It's time to go out and finish what we started.
How does it feel to be the first cross-country team in Northwest history to compete at state?
It feels good because we changed the mindset of Northwest in all sports.
Okay. When you're in a race, what is the most important part?
breathing control, because you might, if you go into oxygen debt, then you won't be able to like finish the race fast enough and beat other really good competitors.
What has prepared you most for state?
Consistency is key, as our coach always says, but probably fire tower and workout Wednesdays.
How has cross country impacted your life?
I made a good bit of memories from it, made some friends, took up a lot of time.
What has been your biggest accomplishment this season?
Our biggest accomplishment has been making it to state, and I think another thing is we're finally learning like how to work as a team more and more each year. So I think next year they're going to be really awesome.
What is your mindset when you're preparing for an important race?
Normally when I prepare for a race, I like to listen to some music first and then talk to my fellow runners, and it really helps calm me down.
Your uncle ran on the SOC championship team in the 80s. How does it feel to carry on that tradition?
It's nice to know that after 30 years that I'm part of the generation that brings back the title back to the boys.
What is the biggest change since you have been coaching at Northwest?
Starting the program again, it was kind of difficult when you showed practice and you weren't sure if anyone else would show up. So the biggest change is now, every day I show up, I have a dedicated dozen to 20 kids there that are willing to run.
What are your emotions going into the state meet?
Enjoy the moment. You've worked so hard to get there. Make sure when you get there you enjoy the moment. Now when you get in the line, get ready to run. Use everything you have, use all the training to make sure you run fast. Leave it all on the course.
What are your final words to your team?
Leave it all on the course. Trust your training. Remember how Mohawks run. Doesn't matter the weather, the conditions. All train, all weather, all state. That's us. Go Mohawks.
What does it mean to be a field commander?
Well, obviously we do a lot of conducting, but not only are we responsible for conducting the band, but we are also responsible for leading the band and pushing them to strive and work hard.
What does it mean to qualify for state marching band finals?
Qualifying for state marching band finals is basically just a statement from the Ohio Music Education Association, which recognizes our performance as superior. And this is about our 8th year consecutive qualifying and the 30th year overall for Northwest history. And it feels really good to continue that legacy that so many people before us have strived for.
What were your guys' thoughts going into Ironton?
Going into Ironton was an emotional roller coaster. It could have possibly been our last performance ever of our senior year. And to me, it was just really emotional because this program has done so much to me. And it was very emotional thinking this could have been my last time performing with my best friends.
Yeah, going with that. Senior year, you're going into it, and it's your final chance to qualify. It's nerve-wracking, really, because band means so much to me. I've made a huge family, and I really want to have it.
Do you have any final words for the rest of your band?
I love you all. I thank God for you every single day, and I'm so proud to have been able to be a part of it for 4 years.
Well, first, I want to say thank you for making these years of high school so amazing. Band has been my favorite thing about high school by far. And thank you for making this a great senior year for me. I'm super proud of all the progress we've made, and you guys just make me happy to go to school every day. Thank you.
What was it like going into Ironton, knowing it was your last chance to qualify for state?
It was a little nerve-wracking, but we were going at it as a family, and we knew no matter what happened that we were proud of what we accomplished, and that was the most important thing.
How have you been preparing for the state competition?
Well, the first thing is we haven't let up. We've really pushed hard to try to correct any mistakes that we've seen on our videos, things from the judges that they've commented on. But we're going for absolute perfection, making sure that our mindset's set on the goal that is at hand.
What's your guys' last words for your team?
Remember, it's all about mindset and determination to accomplish the goal that we've worked hard for since July.
And no matter what, you are still a family. You go through the highs and lows as a family.